Kiss, we got beat up by people that like the Grateful Dead and Led Zeppelin. But then when you got into punk, you got beat up by everybody. So I had this band, and I didn't want to go to school, you know, in Queens, and every time I'd go on a little, like a short independent tour, they'd suspend me, and I'd make all this trouble. So my friend Andy Apathy from Reagan Youth, this band, he said, Jess, there's this great school in the city, and it doesn't cost much, and you can go on tour anytime you like. It's called Quintanos. I was like, what? School for Young Professionals. All right, I guess we're professional. We got a six-pack given to us at the Mud Club once. So we say okay, and I get my mom to agree. And I'm going to the school with some of my punk friends, my friend Steve Pass, and Andy Apathy, and Jimmy G, who's here tonight, would come visit. And if you wanted to say you were on tour, you didn't have to go to school. So you could call up and say, I'm on tour. Meanwhile, you're in Central Park drinking a 40 on a bench. And Dr. Quintana was like 90, but at one point, real people went there. I think when I was a freshman, Diane Lane was a senior, but everybody else was a bluffer. And my friend Steve Pass was really into tchotchkes, and he wanted to graduate and get this school ring, but he got left back. But eventually he got the ring. And one night he reminded me in a bar, we were very drunk, and he said, you know, that school is not accredited for college. I said, our lives are ruined already, who gives a fuck? Then he said, do you know they're running a male prostitution ring out of the school? I said, oh yeah, that's what all those town cars and the guys in the suits pointing at kids in biology. I never left, I stayed there. Yeah, it hit me. So years later, our dear friend Steve Pass, after many parties and many crazy nights and gigs, he passed away about 4 years ago, and his friends and my friends were like, Jesse's got to get the ring. He never got a ring. I didn't really want the ring, but then I was like, oh, it was Pass's, and then I started thinking about my childhood, and I was like, you know what? We didn't get a diploma. We'll take a fake, ring here. So I'm down in Argentina doing stem cells and extensive physical therapy. I can't speak the language, and I can't walk, and it was scary. I'm making jokes of it, but I don't like to go above 14th Street, so to go below the equator, it was heavy. And I'm down there, and it's the holidays, and a big surprise. My friend from the punk days, Jimmy G, friend for life, comes down for Thanksgiving to visit me. And we sit around, it's Thanksgiving, we're watching movies, we're eating on a bed in a hotel room, I don't know what we were doing. They didn't have tofurkey. He wouldn't have eaten it anyway. And then he pulls out of his hand, and he pulls this thing out, and he goes, look what I got you. And it was Steve Pass's ring from Quintanos. So it ended up in this song, and this song is about my trip to South America, and I want to send it out to all the physical therapists and doctors and friends and fans who've given me support through this crazy journey. It's called Argentina. I'm going to South America with nothing but my soul. From the dark side of New York, 5,000 miles from home. I'm going to South America. I'm going without a band. Down in Argentina, below the Rio Grande. It's not what I want, it's just what I need. I'm going to South America, don't know when I'll be back. Even when you don't want me, you always have my back. My friend Diego, my friend Luis, with wine from Mendoza in broken streets. And I hope you remember me like I remember you. This thing cannot be captured. This thing cannot be tied. This faith cannot be broken or taken from my eyes. I'm going to South America with the book you gave to me, written by a Spanish poet from the 20th century. A fistful of pesos in 3 stolen phones, in Albuquerque faces, dreamer Abel Perón. And I hope you remember me like I remember you. This thing cannot be captured. This thing cannot be tied. This faith cannot be broken or taken from my eyes. The rain that you gave me, a brother left behind, something that can take me, baby, through the best of times. Tell this to you. I think about young Eva on those Wicker-letter nights before they said the revolution would not be lobotomized. I'm going to South America for reasons of repair. I'd be lying if I told you that I wasn't scared. This thing cannot be captured. This thing cannot be tied. This faith cannot be broken or taken from my eyes. The rain